Right now, I'm having an issue where no matter how far I push on the clutch pedal, clutch won't disengage. And I've checked the slave, and you can see that the slave still moves nicely. But currently, I got no solution other than to pull the transmission off and see what's going on. Like, I push the clutch all the way in. You know, you got your gears, you got good shifts, right? It'll shift nicely. But then as soon as you fire it up, like I'm in gear with the clutch all the way in. You can see that leg pushed all the way to the floor, and also pushes towards the gate. And then it still does it in reverse, still does it in all the other gears. So, we have to find out what is going on. I've even bothered to adjust the clutch rod length to try and get some more fluid into the slave. That didn't work. And so that means that there's something quite wrong with the clutch. So now I get to go find out, and we'll see how this goes. A good place to start. Kind of seemed a little loose. Some washers on the ground. Let's pull the grease nipple out. I'll see. Oh, didn't need to do much. That's good. Play the cylinders off, and a couple more bell housing bolts, possibly some exhaust still, and definitely the back transmission bolt brace here, transmission cross member. Yeah. Okay, so what we got going on here is we got the transmission cross member, which needs to come off. It's a good thing I anti-seized those bolts. Love doing that. That one doesn't. Let's put one back in. So, get that one out. Okay, cross member drops down. Take them out. Same with the spacers. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pull the center console off and pull the shifters out and See if I can get to the bell housing, top bell housing bolts through that hole. That'll be good. It's clean. Don't mind the 1x1. It holds my pieces of my interior together here. It's good stuff. The tooling that I love the tooling that's required to go and grab these bell housing bolts. There's no real good way of doing it. Transmission tunnel's kind of too tight. Oh, whether or not you're on the bolt. So I got a bore scope here. I can look at the bore scope. I can look at the bore scope footage. Because you can move the bore scope around to stick the bore scope down in there. Get the light. Good spot, camera in good spot. Just got the extension on the second one. So I guess I should say the last one. But it's not the last one because the job's not over. That feels like a nice break. Okay, last confirmation. There's no more bolts. I'll stick the camera down in here. You guys can see on that camera. You can see the bell housing. We can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clear holes. No bell housing bolts left up here. The bell housing. No bell housing bolts down here. Looks good. Drive shafts are off. Sensor, speed sensor's off. Okay, I think she's ready to come apart. And this is where it gets kind of sketchy. So the fan doesn't come down and bash me in the head here. Hang on. So we get it out. All the way without hurt my body. Huh. Heck yeah. Now you guys are seeing this at the same time I am. I just got all the bolts off. Oh, here we go. But if you come down here and you look at the friction disc, there it is. Some missing pieces right there. So you can tell that on either side of that spring, there's some missing pieces. And I don't know if it was tumbling around and it caught up or what. You can tell that there's a little bit of damage from some things. But yeah, so that spring's kind of broken the housing, I'd say, a little, because you can see that all these have like another chunk that's holding them in. And oh, you see that one's split. So that one's about to do it too. Yeah, that one was causing some shit. Oh, I'll give the culprit. Chunk of clutch that's hanging out there. Chunk of the fucking spring housing. What do you call that? Agreed. Well, that's no good. That would probably not let me disengage the clutch for a long time. In places, which I seem to have worked out, and then it also has this nice whine to it now. So throwout bearing's no good after 46,000 kilometers. Clutch has chosen to leave the chat. We've got pieces flying off it, so you can see where this goes, right? Let's see if I can show you on camera here. This would have gone right there, and it's just popped right out, broken right off. And then there's other ones that are starting to shear as well, like this one's split, and you can see all the wear on the springs too. So that's no good. And you can kind of see some wear going on in the back here too. So this clutch was on its way no matter what. But if you look at the life of the plates, they're good. Plates would have lasted much, much longer. See if I can give you a thickness on there. Plates would have been great. Nice strength. Okay, so got it all nice and clean. Anyways, a couple of mismatched bolts. They shouldn't throw too much of an imbalance in place because they weigh so much. There's so little. Pressure plate might kick my ass. 12 volts torqued, and we're in. Now it's just a matter of getting the transmission back in. Well, folks, I don't know if you can see me or not, but I had to call her quits for the night. We're living in the basement suite. I didn't want to keep waking up the kids with impacts and whatnot, so you'll see the rest of the video in the morning. Well, good morning, folks. Just out here for another day of fun Toyota projects, or at least new clutches. Anyways, we'll get after it. The throw bearing. But I remember how to do this still. Oh. There we go. Make sure it's in on both sides. Slip to the top. Oh, I'm separating transmission and transfer case because what ends up happening is it's too heavy. That's a lot of weight to be pushing back up into there without the jack. Not too bad. It's good that it's coated. I'll clean that out. It was good to see the action firsthand here. Bench pressing transmission in place. Okay. Oh, I'll bash the seal. So I'll get it in. Strong arm the whole thing into place. So I've been struggling with the camera here because it's giving me the gimbal protection notice. So I got the cross member in, the drive shaft, front drive shaft, and rear drive shaft are in. And I'm just throwing the bolts on for the front drive shaft here. I'm gloveless because I had 100 pairs of gloves for this job and used them all. Well, the clutch is in and it's feeling pretty good. Just start testing it right now. Life's good. Woohoo!